Good evening. Happy Friday, everyone. Mainly dry right now. We start you out with our first alert radar network. Starting to see the hints of some very light returns showing up, take you down the coast, and maybe a few little bits of drizzle here in the marshes of Terrebonne Parish. That's about it. We've seen hints of maybe a little bit of drizzle around parts of Metro Baton Rouge, but most of it's dry. And I think the next couple of hours not going to see a whole lot, but we're keeping an eye on this. A little broken band of rain developing just north of Alexandria, east of Monroe, and extending into west central Mississippi. That's a cold front that's dropping south, and that will deliver some better rain chance later on tonight. Give you a look at it here on Futurecast, the HRRR. We'll pause at 9 o'clock, and some of that rain starting to encroach on northwestern parts of our viewing area. As we get closer to midnight, you see how some of that rolls on in. There could be maybe a brief downpour or two. We're generally talking some fairly light rain. The front continues down to the south overnight, but notice with some moisture on the backside, the chance of a few light showers will continue even after the front moves through. So that's daybreak Saturday, an isolated shower not out of the question, and it continues to show a few through mid-morning. That does have implications for the Louisiana Marathon events happening tomorrow morning. We'll get into that more coming up in my next update, but there are some events happening on Saturday. All right, outside right now, still mainly dry. That's our skyline view looking over downtown, and after a cold start this morning, what a rebound this afternoon. Nearly a 40-degree difference from the morning to the afternoon. Right now we're in the 60s. Baton Rouge 64, Gonzales 65, Patterson at 66. So as we roll through the evening, keeping it fairly mild. We'll hit the 50s, and we're in the mid-50s by midnight, but also notice how I have rain chances gradually climbing. We'll go with isolated showers daybreak. Notice the wind direction by tomorrow morning back to the north, so colder air returning. We won't get out of the 50s tomorrow. Highs low to mid-50s, lots of clouds, and even a spotty shower into the afternoon, not out of the question. Let's give you a look at the graph model. We pick it up around daybreak tomorrow. It's a little less aggressive with the showers on the backside of the front, but still shows a few, so that's lunchtime. It is going to be breezy and cooler again tomorrow in the wake of that front, but also note all the cloud cover. Now as we head towards Saturday evening, look, we got plenty of clouds around, but remember all the talk was, would moisture stick around long enough, deep enough into Saturday night for cold air to roll in and some of that to change over to the frozen stuff. And you can see here in the graph that does not happen locally. It does though potentially happen to our east, including in parts of the Florida Panhandle, so that might be a sight to see by the time we get to Sunday morning. And that little band of snow continues to the east coast, maybe even to places like Charleston by lunchtime on Sunday. But this go round, unfortunately, if you're a snow fan, we're going to be missing out on it. It will turn colder though as we get into the weekend. So tomorrow we don't get out of the 50s, isolated showers. Sunday morning will be a light freeze for many of us. No hard freeze, a light freeze. We'll keep it chilly, a high 51, sunshine throughout the day. A freeze Monday morning, I've got 29, but a high of 61. Tuesday, perhaps yet another freeze. So we could see 3 straight morning freezes, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Beyond Tuesday of next week, temperatures start to rebound, a little bit closer to normal. We also see some better rain chances arriving maybe as soon as late Wednesday, but especially we think as we get into Thursday. Greg?
Steve, thank you. The chaos